to me.
Looks like the road to Portia is finally open for business. A direct route that only takes a day's drive. This is going to mean big changes around here.
We should be getting in some of their imports any day now. Could open some doors for you.
Should open a lot of doors for everyone. We'll have new produce, like the Portian fragrant apple, cheaper imports for grain, water, and a lot more.
I heard Portia's already finished their new South Block project. They're really looking to expand trade with us.
We were a part of it. We did that.
Not to mention, I bet we can expect to see a bit more of your pal Mint, eh, Director?
Indeed. The comfort of the long-distance seating combined with Sleepyhead's infamous proclivity for napping, it's almost too perfect.
Everything's up for Sandrock.
And it's all thanks to you all. We wouldn't be having this conversation without all of your amazing work getting us here.
Our work isn't done yet.
Right you are. With Duvos out of the way, water in our tanks, and Sandrock more connected than ever, there's nothing that can stand in our way in bringing Sandrock back to its former glory.
Whatever the case, I can promise you all one thing. Good things are on the horizon.
Can't argue with that. Let's mosey.
Wait. With its task completed, the mobile suit may require a diagnostic checkup, as well as some repairs.
Oh, well, don't you worry about that. By the by, my guys just wouldn't shut up about how great that thing is. You two really did a bang-up job making that thing. She runs like a dream and purrs like a kitten.
I was looking to inquire upon the future storage location of the suit.
Oh, right. Sure, yeah. We'll just have it dropped off at your place.
Yes!
Oh no. Oh no. We're happy to announce that the Road to Portia project is now complete. This is all thanks to the hard work of Heidi's team, Manilia, Commissioner Wei, Mr. Musa, Mint, and everyone else that worked on the road. We'll be having a send-off ceremony at the bus station today to send off our first bus to Portia. Come one, come all. Our city's getting better every day. P.S. Opening this new trade route will affect some of our prices, as well as bring in some new goods to our city. I suddenly felt like giving this to you today. Thanks, Danby. Oh, everybody's so sweet. Gotta figure out where to move these. They're in my way. Oh, I remember now why I wasn't gonna romance Owen a long time ago. I said I wasn't gonna romance Owen because I felt like he was in love with Grace. And then Grace leaves. So I guess I was wrong on that one, huh? I thought there was a quest coming up, or I guess there's a hint of a quest coming that I haven't seen yet in all my gameplay, talking about why is there so much paper flying around. I don't remember any mention of it outside of the quick little thing blurb we got. I don't even remember what the blurb was about. I had a conversation with Ernest.
Good day, Builder. I'll have you know that I've decided to stay in this town until I finish writing the story on Logan. It's the hot story in the press right now, and my editor Eduardo's adamant that I see it to the end, no matter the cost. Since I don't see Logan being captured anytime soon, I've decided to move into the Old Town Lodge. The Blue Moon is cheap and quaint, but it's so noisy that I can't write for the life of me. And I keep having nightmares.
Nightmares?
Yes, nightmares about the editor my pa appointed to oversee my work. That man is a monster who would butcher my work until he saw fit. Indeed. Small columns pay the bills, but are hardly fulfilling as a creator. The novel is the true proving ground for one's skill. This Logan character, adapting his story into a narrative of my own, could be the next big step for my career. Oh, well, yes, of course I have to do an adaptation. Not just write about his life. I'm writing a novel, not a biography. Plus, if I used his likeness without his permission, who knows what a crude felon like that could do? He might sue. Furthermore, I'll never meet the guy. Well, let's hope. I'll never get an interview. I'll certainly never get permission to write about him, and yeah. This way, I can write whatever I think will be best for the novel. Much better.
I must have got this dialogue out of order because we've already seen him meet Logan.
I'll just make a bandit character based on him and call him Rocky. No, Dr. Killface. That's terrible. Right, of course. I did actually have a point to make with this tangent. That desk at my new apartment. That desk, the height is all wrong. The way I have to sit to write, it cuts off all the circulation to my brain. Now all my ideas are terrible. So, I need your finest writing desk with a popus comfy chair to get the juices flowing again. I'm counting on you.
No problem.
Great. Remember, I need the finest writing desk with a popus comfy chair. I'll hold off on the writing until I get the furniture set. The best stories need the best furniture. I got another builder and the local carpenter to help out with the rest of the furnishings. Ooh, can't wait for everything to be ready.
I've decided that we need to get closer. Are you free today? Fancy hitting the town?
One day, I'd like to take my chances in the peripheries, but never so long as Sandrock needs a watchful eye. Thank you.
Sorry it took me so long to write to you. I kind of got caught up. How's everyone in Sandrock? I've settled into Atara life again. Jumped right back into that busy lifestyle. I've been telling all my professors about the archaeological situation in Sandrock, especially the relics we got from the oasis and the northern ruins. And it's all kind of made my head spin again. Well, that's about it so far. Just wanted to get in touch again. If anyone asks, tell them I'm doing great. Did your report go well? Remember you said your boss would interview you when you got back to Atara. That must have been nerve-wracking. Hope everything went back smooth. So great. It's great to hear from Sandrock still developing Trudy. Said we're going to start working on some projects alongside. I don't know when you'll be coming back, but maybe you won't even recognize it. Let's do this one. A tunnel to a brighter future. What does a tunnel represent? A liminal space. Transitional, inspiring. Everyone's life has a tunnel. Your first steps, your first love, your first sip of hot sand tea. For Sandrock, the first drops of rain will be the next tunnel they seek. But this is the tunnel we have now. It's real, tangible. It leads off to distant lands with the promise of a new salvation. A tunnel, a light in the end, a sea of sand and silt separating us. From them, the future, the connection, a hand held close to your heart, a hand clutching an olive branch, a hope for peace, for the future. But what is a tunnel? It is a hole through an object that leads from one place to the next. That is, of course, our physical, tangible tunnel. But what is a tunnel? Something that brings us to our next destination? In life, we travel through various destinations. I started my life in Atara, writing news articles and novels. But I traveled a tunnel, both literal and metaphorical, to arrive in Sandrock. Sandrock was my new life, a world of new experiences, and a way to find my feet and understand the true world. It started with a tunnel, it ended with a tunnel. It continues through a tunnel of dreams, of hopes and desires, for a better future for everyone. I knew it was written by Ernest. your pa and I read in the paper that Sandrock opened the road to Portia. That's so wonderful. That means that Sandrock is really getting better and better, right? Oh, I heard there was an incident with some monsters during construction. Mayor Trudy told me in her letter that you weren't hurt, but you need to be more careful. Love you lots, Mom. Don't worry, the monsters didn't hurt anyone. Don't worry. The reports are just exaggerated. The monsters appeared, but no one was hurt, and we even got rid of the monsters without hurting them. Oh, that's a lie. We totally hurt them. It wasn't easy, but we finally finished. We've been working on the road for so long. We built a bridge, a bus station, a tunnel, and now it's over, and we can all get our water and our new goods from Portia. With the completion of the road to Portia, alongside all that Sandrock has overcome, I think it's high time for the city to look towards the future. Nope. With the completion of the road to Portia, alongside with all that Sandrock has overcome, I think it's high time for the city to look towards the future. I've decided to put together a meeting to discuss where we go from here, and now we can continue to realize the dream laid out by our predecessors. I want to therefore invite you to an important development meeting alongside the other industrial citizens of Sandrock. Dinner will be provided by City Hall, and we will discuss our plans for the future. Please come to the Blue Moon Saloon tomorrow evening if you have time. Your subscription to the Tumbleweed Standard is about to expire. If you want to continue to have your paper delivered to your mailbox, please renew right away. Macchiato. I just love the animals' names. They amuse me so much. Probably way more than they should. Am I about to go in there and he's about to come out? We're doing it. We'll commit. And if he walks out as we're coming in...
I am absolutely amazed at your craftsmanship. This set is good enough to put my pa's furniture to shame. I don't know what to say. I guess now that the furniture has been taken care of, we can get the housewarming party started.
What do you mean?
Being new to Sandrock, it might be in my best interest to make some new friends. And of course, treat my existing friends to a good night of fun. How about it? You want to come?
Party time.
Good, good. Let me tell you what you need to bring.
Oh my gosh, Ernest.
Let's see. Can you bring one dish? If one person brings one dish, 10 people should bring enough for a feast. I'll take care of the other stuff. One more thing. Is there anyone else I should invite, in your opinion?
Everyone in
But
Sandrock.
it's just a housewarming party. Getting the whole town might be overdoing it. By my next birthday, I should be more acquainted with everyone. I'll invite everyone to that party instead. And I'll even get my cook to fix up some nice dishes.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, I'll write up the other invitations right now. No point in keeping you here. See you at 6 p.m. tomorrow. Remember, bring one dish.
Alright. We'll get that going. I haven't really explored the cooking very much, and I guess I probably should, huh? I feel like this place changed. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just losing my mind. Maybe I'm just losing my mind. But why do I feel like this area has changed? No? I don't know. Oh, teddy bear. Or kitty cat? Kitty cat. Meow. Alright. Oh, did he even tell me what to make? Interesting. I gotta move these. I just don't know where. Right. Cooking events, okay. Gotta be here, right? Remind me? I already forgot in that short period of time. Milk steaming? Uh-oh. Guess who doesn't know how to cook? That would be me. Do I do this? Got it. I have a curiosity. Hold on one second. I must say, at times I do miss the glory days, leading an empire, crushing my enemies, sending them driven before me, and hearing the lamentations of their women. But this is good too. Peace and quiet, you know. Okay, never mind. He doesn't have any other, like gifting or anything like that. Which I'm curious why not. Well, he got all 3 commissions?
Thank you.
What are you doing, sir, that you need all this stuff?
Thank you. Thank you.
Going down. Oh, it's been such a long time since I've come down this way.
Oh, hey, you're diving today too, huh? Hey, check this out! A mysterious black box. It doesn't have a latch or anything, and I can't break it open either. Believe me, I tried. I have to know what's inside. It's driving me crazy! The box must be holding something inside. What do you think I should do?
Take it to Chi?
Sure, Director Chi knows all kinds of stuff. Maybe he's even encountered one of these things before. I'll stop by the research center tomorrow around 6 p.m. You should join me if you have time. Well, I've got enough ores for today, I reckon. Be seeing you.
I still feel really bad that I thought she was up to no good. I really suspected that she was the no good double crossing. And here she is all sweet. That's why I thought she was no good. Poor Camo. I'm sure it's nothing, but every time I just hear her blaring through the thing, I'm like, shut up! Just an overblown reaction to a camel.
Hey, we got started without you. Hope you don't mind. So, yeah, like I was saying, I've tried everything. Drilling, heat, dropping it off the crane lift.
Yes. I don't suppose you have a steel ball on you, do you?
Oh, sure, but... What the... we...
Here's your bar back.
Thank you, Director. Whoa, look at all this old stuff. And there's a letter. I hope you're reading this under the light of the sun again and not still from the darkness. It's been 60 years since that event, which some people are starting to call the Day of Calamity. I hope this capsule can travel through time and show that whatever happened, there was some warmth in these dark times. Wishing you luck and a bright sun, Hicks. By Peach! It's a time capsule from the Age of Darkness! From right around the time of the first builder, Victor! What are the odds of us finding this? Wow, and everything here is preserved perfectly. What do you want to look at?
Power stone with a note. The power stone is like any other, probably still usable. The note reads, use this to generate energy. Perhaps Nick was worried people might lose track of how to use power stones in the future. A handbook. Title reads, Reclamation of Past Technology by Victor. This is probably a copy of one of the original documents from the first builder. It's the same book that most builders read when they first starting to learn the trade. Look around you, it's a scene from the apocalypse, but it's also a treasure trove of wonders. As the human race is to survive this dark winter, we will need to make full use of the technology left over from before the war. Victor really knew how to look at the bright side, even without a sun. It's one of the diagrams used by the first builders. It looks like a simple furnace, not that much different from one of yours. One of the ones from, Portia. It's a standard enough looking picking axe, made of stone. Perhaps Hicks never learned to make anything sturdier than this, or perhaps he didn't want to part with one of his better tools. The wooden handle is a bit flimsy, but it's doing pretty well considering its age. It shows no sign of rot, suggesting that the box was airtight.
Unfortunate. Based on the approximate age of the box, I was hoping we'd find something undiscovered. These are all objects of interest, but I'm afraid none are particularly unique.
This letter has a bunch of stuff about gangs and hurting people. Director, was the Age of Darkness really that bad?
Ah, I hadn't realized you had failed your history classes. How surprising. Allow me to enlighten you. Yes. In fact, this letter is rather tame in its descriptions. In the first 50 years after the Day of Calamity, the surviving population were lucky to locate even one proper meal per day, resulting in desperate panic and constant tribe-like warfare over resources. In combination with the poor nutrition, poor hygiene, and lack of sunlight, which led to various physical ailments and illnesses, the result was the lowest average life expectancy in human history. All in all, the era is quite suboptimal for research, and I, for one, am rather glad to exist currently.
Gosh, that sounds so horrible! But at the same time, it really is amazing there were people back then like Hicks here who never lost hope. Can you imagine? If it wasn't for heroes like Hicks and Peach, we might still be underground and worrying about where our next meal might come from. Director...
Social history is not exactly an interest of mine. I suggest if you have more questions, you do your own research or someone who cares.
Sure, Director. Thanks for all your help. Wow, what a find! I knew a bit about the Age of Darkness, but this is my first time getting such a hands-on experience with history. We need to try hard to carry on the legacy of these people from the past. That gives me an idea. Say, why don't we make our own time capsule? It could be our chance to contribute our knowledge and experiences to the people of the future. Director, could you draw us out a...
No.
Fine. I mean, it's just a box. How hard could it be to come up with a design? Why don't you let me figure out what it's made of, and I'll send you a diagram as soon as possible.
Sounds great.
I knew you'd be into it. While you're working on it, I'll gather up some historical stuff we can put in there. Maybe we can provide the people of the future with something more substantial than our old pal Hicks. Anyway, once you're done, bring the box to me. Then we'll go bury it. Oh, and let's each also bring one personal item that we want to send to the future. Make sure it's something that doesn't expire. Okay, it's a plan. Catch up with you soon.
My girl's got a busy night. Everything happening at the same time. There's that party, there's this meeting. Alright, that looks like that's still kicking off. So let's go. The housewarming. The housewarming better not make me late for the fireside.
You grace me with your presence. You are the first to arrive. Have you brought a dish over? Let's wait for the others. We'll start the party when everyone's here.
It's gonna be us too, isn't it?
I really thought that I hit it off real good with the townsfolk. Where is everyone? What's going on?
It's a busy day. There's a fireside meeting happening and something at the saloon.
My invitations! What are they still doing on the desk? Oh, drat! I forgot that I've moved to Sandrock already. There's no one to do my work for me. No butlers, no cooks. I had a whole team running errands for me back home. I remember how angry I was when my butler sent my love letter before I could even finish it. And now I'm the one who forgot to send my own letters. I have no one to blame but myself. Well, at least it's nice to know I'm not hated.
Nobody
That's
would
good to
hate
know.
you.
I got some side eyes when I was doing interviews about Logan. I was worried that people from Sandrock were offended by my report in the Atara Times. Atara's writing style differs from the Tumbleweeds. We'd go bankrupt if we wrote news like Heidi does. Alright then. Seeing as nobody else will come tonight, why don't you take the cake home, if you'd like?
Okay, that was short and sweet. I sort of thought that was where it was gonna go, because no one was gonna show up. I didn't think it was because he forgot to send out the invites, but granted, Sandrockers are not really one to say no to free food.
Good evening, everyone. It's nice to see so many wonderful faces here tonight. I wanted to invite you to discuss the future of Sandrock, without being crammed into the stuffy city hall this time. With the recent opening of the road to Portia, we have access to water like never before, as well as being able to finally increase our access to trade and tourism. All of this was only made possible thanks to the efforts of everyone here at our wonderful town. So, I would like to propose a toast to Heidi, to the builder, to everyone, to Sandrock!
To
Sandrock!
Recently, I have been soliciting the opinions of Sandrockers regarding the future development of our town and infrastructure. This time, I'm glad to see everyone's excited about our future for once. We have a couple of proposals to go through tonight. So, without further ado, it is with great pleasure I introduce our wonderful Mian and Zeke to discuss theirs.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for this opportunity. Recently, I have been working with Zeke on a plan to plant a forest in the Eufaula Outback that could block the sandstorms from Sandrock almost entirely. We've already demonstrated some success with the little woods near Gecko Station, but with portion water, we'll be able to scale up substantially. But I'm not the expert here, so Zeke can explain everything in more detail.
Or not.
Zeke? Don't worry, just go over it like we rehearsed. You can do it.
Right. Sorry. Just a little nervous. Been a while. The Eufaula Outback in the north is, really big. It's got lots of land and sand. If we plant trees there, they can stabilize the terrain and stop the runoffs.
Economy?
This isn't some small project, though. It'll probably cost City Hall a lot of money. No, sorry, didn't mean to say that.
Talk about how it'll help Sandrock.
Right, if we use more water from Portia, we should be able to maintain a large enough forest in the outback to lessen or even stop the sandstorms. We'll finally get a sustainable Sandrock.
And there you have it.
No more
Lot of money.
sandstorms?
Thank you very much for the presentation, Mian, Zeke. We've been discussing this possibility for a very long time. Now that we finally have the know-how and Mr. Musa's backing, we might just be able to pull it off. Do you have a more detailed plan? What do we need to do first?
Oh, well, I guess I want to do a test planting on the outback sands first. The sand over there is drier, and the water table is much lower. For that, we'll need a small irrigation tower in the area.
Good idea with the test. I'll expedite a budget for that. Does anyone else have something to say about this proposal?
I'll build the irrigation tower.
Makes me proud to see a guild member being such a go-getter.
I knew I could count on you. I'll help out as well.
Thank you, Builder. Commissioner Way.
Thank you all. Now, on to our second proposal. Heidi, if you please.
Good evening, everyone. To the natives here, do you remember Miss Bliss? Yeah, me too. She was the best darn teacher this side of the Alliance. And I am who I am today because she pushed me to always do my best. We don't have that for our children today. We haven't had a school since a sandstorm blew down the old one. I'd say it's about time we built a new one.
Miss Bliss put the fear of light in me.
So I've got a proposal. It's been sitting there the whole time, since our old minister, whose name I shall not mention, took off. Pretty literally, her destroyed house is just sitting there. Perfect location for a school.
Wow, that's so great! When do we start the PTA? I'll volunteer for everything.
Oh, she's so cute.
Can Elsie go back to school?
Huh, I ain't a kid.
I think it goes without saying that I fully approve of this proposal as well. In fact, I've already submitted a job advertisement for a school teacher.
Yes.
This school project and the new forest will be our town's primary focus going forward. I think if we can achieve both, we'll finally get more people to settle here. Folks, we're really close now.
We stand ready to do our part, ma'am. Right, everyone?
Yep.
Let's do it to it.
This team is so reliable. I feel like we could build anything if we put our minds to it.
Yen's never praised me before.
Poor me.
This is going to be a lot of work. I'll spread out the assignments amongst us after I have a talk with Heidi. We'll all pitch in together and get that school looking like the pride of the Eufaula.
I never used to believe in good and evil twins, but here you are, proving us all wrong. Anyway, I hope the meeting was useful in letting y'all know a bit more about what's in store for us. I'm still open to more proposals, so if you have ideas for Sandrock, please bring them forward. Let's do our best for our city-state. So let's leave it there for tonight. Everyone, eat up. Owen went out of his way to give us a real feast for tonight. And remember,
Conserve water!
Logan, did you get to talk to Trudy about that outpost idea?
Oh, yeah. I saw you talking to Trudy before the meeting. How'd it go?
She's still thinking about it.
Huh? What do you mean she's thinking about it? Spit it out, Logan.
Well, she didn't outright say yes. She asked me what I want to do. I said protect Sandrock, hunt monsters, maybe get a lookout tower built. She said, sure, write up a proposal.
Sure? That means yes.
Good going, Yak Boy.
Yeah, glad Trudy liked your idea. Somehow you don't seem all that pleased, though.
Thing is, writing up plans? I ain't good at that.
You don't want to write it? I guess I could try. Although my handwriting has been the subject of criticism at times.
Come on. You guys are overthinking it. Just write exactly what you mean. Trudy wouldn't ask you to write something up if she wasn't seriously considering it. And who knows, you might even find that writing out your ideas will give you new insights.
Well, when you put it that way, yeah, all right. I'm gonna give it a shot.
Let me know if you need help.
Rocky, now that we're getting a school, we'd better get prepared. I'm so excited.
Getting prepared? Getting prepared for what?
Oh, you know, textbooks, study materials, stationaries, and it's never too early to start greasing up some connections. I'm gonna start writing to the Vincent Design Institute's admissions office.
Oh, yeah. That sounds, cool. Say, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't your baby not even out yet?
Rocky, Rocky, Rocky. There's no such thing as too early. Most parents of children at Pebble's age already got their kids' education all planned out. It's much easier to win the race if you get a head start, don't you know?
Win the race?
Dang, Rocky, Pebble's future. Get it together, man.
You think?
Yeah, you get it. Rocky, take some notes here. Preparation is key.
I don't know, you two. I don't think I can really abide by all that.
Better safe than sorry.
And so, my fellow Sandrockers, I begin my proposal as many famous proposals have begun, with the beginning. Someone once told me that the dictionary defines beginning as the point in time or space at which something begins, or something like that, and I believe that time is now.
Friends, Sandrockers, countrymen, lend me your ears. For too long has our train station stagnated in development. Sure, we gave it a touch-up when Musa came by, but how long has that been? And certainly if Musa likes trains, everyone should like trains.
For it was 80 and
Oh my gosh.
7 minutes ago
These two
that
men.
I began to have a dream.
One thing I wish that they would
being
fix that's been a
birthed
problem since the beginning
quite literally
is this mouse.
unto
Any
our
of
fine
these
citizens.
screens, they always bring the
An
mouse back to the middle of the
attraction
screen.
With the power
I don't need
to
this mouse to be here
revitalize
during these types of
attentiveness
screens.
towards our town.
And so I say, ask not what trains can do for you, but what you can do for trains.
Oh my gosh, guys.
The answer is simple. We somehow crossbreed the martle duck and the yakmel in order to produce the super flying yakmel. We ain't gonna lose to them wing.
What you can do for trains being, agree to my proposal of building a high-speed bullet train for Sandrock.
In addition to being a spectacle, this bullet train will produce milk on a level never before conceived by imagination.
Yes, just imagine the joy of traveling to and from Sandrock riding on a super yak mill. What'd you say? Hey, that's my idea.
What's the big idea there, pal? I'm speeching over here. You got your train speech and my yakmel speech.
What do you mean? I was just minding my own business when you got your yak mail in my train speech.
I actually like Jensen's idea.
Well, thank you. But I don't do it for praise. I do it for the trains.
What in the... I say, what in the heck did you just say? Maybe you didn't hear me. But don't fret, I can go again. From the top.
This is what I get.
Well, wait a sec.
Back to me, here's my plan. Way I figure, we just give that science feller a bunch of shiny discs, and he'll invent a machine that does what I want. Then a builder will build it. That's how it always works, ain't it? He just invents whatever is convenient at the time.
All right, fourth wall.
Well, regardless, I think I'm not too big to admit that a giant, super flying yak mail, it's a pretty good idea, if you think it's possible.
Well, as they say, when life gives you lemons, you crossbreed them and make super lemons. And shucks, maybe I was a bit too hard on you there, partner. Sure, a bullet train. Why not? I mean, sounds a bit violent, might throw a couple folks off, but me, myself, I enjoy a good bullet that's in the right place. Put her there.
Wow, to finally earn the respect of my next-door neighbor after all these years. Put her there. Let's both practice our speeches. Together.
How you holding up, Cat? Not like you to be so quiet at meetings like this. What gives?
Yeah, I've got some ideas, but I'm just mulling them over a bit. You know, not everything has come up spades for me lately. I'm thinking I need to slow down and think things through first.
Need a friendly ear?
Ah, all right. Let's see. I've been thinking about my entrepreneurial career so far, and...
Go on.
You remember how I always talk about Katori World, right? It's always been my dream to... I actually wanted to pitch the idea to Musa, you know? But when I was talking to him while he was in town, something he said stopped me. He questioned if I was fully committed to my business. I wanted to answer, of course I am. But then, I'm not so sure. And that got me thinking. My entire goal coming out here was to create a better life for my son. But I sure am doing a terrible job at it.
You have a son?
See, that's the point. Not only am I not doing that great with my businesses, I'm also not able to see my son grow up.
Where is your son, lady?
But I'm afraid. Afraid that I'll never have time for my son anymore. Or that whatever I try next will fail and you'll all be in for a big disappointment. That's why I didn't give Trudy anything this time.
Oh, Cat, you just take your time. You'll figure it out. We'll always be here, ready to lend a hand.
Thanks, guys. I needed the pep talk.
This whole time, this whole... I don't know how many hours of gameplay. She's had a son? Where has the son been hiding?
You know, lately, I've been thinking about Matilda. Although she was a Devosian agent, she used to be kind and pleasant to everyone. Her speeches at the fireside chats were often inspiring. At the time, I was envious. I thought, that's what a mayor should be.
You are the real mayor of Sandrock.
Thank you. It's not an easy job, but I'll always try to be the best mayor that the Sandrock citizens deserve. Anyway, even though I don't approve of Matilda's actions, I can still learn from her qualities. I think in the future, I need to be more confident when communicating with our citizens, so that they can be assured that things are getting done. I have a lot of room for improvement in this area. I'll work hard and figure it out.
they're in their house, I'm gonna be too. They won't. Question mark. I'm too late. Alright. Let's go to bed. We'll grab him in the morning.